The following program does not necessarily represent the views and opinions of Reality Radio 101, its advertisers and sponsors, or its listening audience. Listener discretion is advised. Good afternoon and welcome to the Liquid Green Health Show with your hosts Fred and Janet Cox right here on Reality Radio 101. To contact us live right now, send us an email. Our email address is theliquidgreenhealthshow@gmail.com. And now, right to your hosts of the Liquid Green Health Show, Fred and Janet Cox.
And good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Yes, we are the Coxes. It's 5:30 p.m., Sunday, the 23rd of July. And it is indeed a very good afternoon. It's raining, but what can you do, right? Nature has to do what it's supposed to do. So we'll take the rain and we'll take the sunshine when it does come. Welcome to all of our listeners across Canada, the United States, and around the world. We want to thank you for allowing us into your private space. Every Sunday at this time, we have fun on air as we give out information in an edutainment format that is designed to stimulate the mind and help bring us one step closer to living a healthier lifestyle.
Not stimulate the brain, right?
The mind, the mind, right? We're not working on the brain today, okay?
Okay.
All of our broadcasts can be viewed or listened to on Spotify, or you can watch us on YouTube. Just type in Liquid Green Health Show. And it's going to pop up. Hit that like, share, comment, subscribe, all the buttons. Just do that.
I want to say something. I want to add something here. We know most of our listeners, all those thousands of listeners that we have, compliments to Reality Radio 101. Most of our listening audience is on radio.
It's on radio.
But, you know, we do post it on YouTube, and we are trying to grow that YouTube channel. So if you're a listener anywhere in the world and you're hearing us, during the week sometime, probably right after the show, go ahead, just go to YouTube. We know you like us on radio. We want you to like us on YouTube. So go directly after the show and just click that like button, subscribe. We want to go over the $1,000 mark on the subscriptions, correct?
$1,000 mark?
Yeah.
The thousand number.
Dollars too, right? Why not?
But that,
Okay.
Well, we've had
Freudian slip, right?
Yeah, do that, folks, please. It's very important for the growth of our show. Well, we have an exciting topic we're going to be talking about, and we're going to be talking about this simply because we've had quite a few email that has come back to us to congratulate us on a similar topic that we spoke on
2 weeks ago,
2 or 3 weeks ago. And so we decided, you know what, let's get back to something that we can help our listeners to understand exactly the dangers of some of these chemicals that are out there. And so today we have decided that, you know what, we're going to ask the big question: what makes a substance toxic?
And before you start, I know I had at least 3 different people that have been using Liquid Green for a while. And they said, do you know what? It was so great when Fred explained everything that the product actually does. They were using it in such a limited way. They had no idea it could do all the things we were talking about that Liquid Green actually does. So we're encouraged. And at the end of the show, we're going to tell you again about our resellers program and how to be a part of that. All right?
Not at the end, but before the end. I got to rub it in. I have to rub it in. So the big question is, what makes a substance toxic? And that's a very, very good question to ask, because a substance is considered toxic when it has the potential to cause harm or damage to living organisms, including humans, in certain concentrations or exposures. Right, the greater the concentration and the more exposed you are to these chemicals or substances, it can harm you. Right, and toxicity is typically related to the substance's ability to interfere with essential biological processes. Right, they do things like they disrupt cellular functions, or they can cause adverse reactions in the human body. Right, and the severity of the toxicity can vary depending on the factors such as dosage. Right, no matter how small or large the dosage is, it is still a toxic substance. The route of exposure.
You know what I always think of? We eat apples every day. And if you were, I watched a movie where the mode of poison was cyanide.
Wow.
And what did she use to poison? It was apple seeds ground up.
That's a lot of apple seeds.
Yes.
A lot of apples. That's a slow death. A slow death.
Right. So it's definitely the amount and how it's exposed. Correct.
Right. And we these substances enter into our bodies through various ways, either inhalation, ingestion, like with food or stuff, or a drink, or even skin contact.
Right.
Okay. And so we are all susceptible to these toxins out there. The question is, can we avoid it? And if so, what are we doing to mitigate the dangers that we're faced with?
With some of them, it's almost impossible to avoid chemicals, period.
Yes.
And the ones we're going to talk about today, we're going to find out that.
We're going to focus on one specific chemical.
It's very difficult to avoid.
Very, very difficult.
Not impossible, but as usual, we can minimize. Correct? All right.
Now, again, talking about this, the toxicity of these products, the substances that are toxic can range from chemicals and heavy metals to biological agents and even naturally occurring compounds. With their effects varying from mild irritations, you may get itchy nose, runny eyes, or even the itch on this rash on the skin or stuff like that, all the way up to severe life-threatening conditions.
Right.
And that is why a lot of these chemicals that are out there, they have symbols, right? And they will tell you, those symbols will indicate how they should be handled, or whether or not you should stay away from it, all right? So regulation is very, very important. And a lot of them are, regulated, but they're still heavily toxic substances.
I used to like back in the day, we're talking way back now in the 18th, 17th, 18th, probably even the 16th century, where the rich and powerful
Were you around that?
The rich and
Were you around that?
Of course. I have been reincarnated several times.
Okay.
So who knows? I might have been a king or a queen. Who knows? Or I might have been one of those burned at the stake, right? But anyway, remember, these guys, they knew about poison.
Oh, yes.
And what they did was, if you were powerful, if you're a king, they had somebody specifically to taste the food taster. Right? I don't know if important people do. I think some of the drug lords do that now.
Oh yeah,
where they have somebody,
the leader of the gang,
taste the food before they actually eat it. Right?
Well, presidents do that.
Yeah, presidents.
I heard that the Queen had someone like that.
That tastes the food first before they do.
You go first before I do. Yeah. So what I want to do, and I think what we should do before we get into the meat of our conversation is maybe we should take an early commercial. And then come back, and then we're going to ask the question: are household chemicals really dangerous? So, folks, we're going to take an early commercial. You're listening to the Liquid Green Health Show. We are the Coxes, right here on Reality Radio 101.
Join the eco-revolution with the Liquid Green Products Reseller Program. Are you passionate about sustainability? Ready to make an impact while earning extra cash? Then look no further. Get on board with Liquid Green Products and become a part of our reseller program. Why us? We're not just another eco-friendly company. We are a movement for a greener future. Join our reseller program and be an advocate for sustainable living and enjoy the benefits of a profitable business venture. What makes us special? Our eco-friendly products are top-notch, made with plant-based ingredients. They're safe for your customers and the planet. From household to industrial use, we've got the perfect eco solution for everyone. As a Liquid Green Products reseller, you'll make great profits and gain access to our marketing goodies, including product catalogs, promotions, and digital assets. We'll train you on our products so you can impress customers with the benefits. We're all about strong partnerships, so we're here to support your success. Together, we'll create a sustainable future, reduce footprints, and inspire eco-conscious choices that make a difference. To learn more and to sign up for this amazing income potential, please visit our website at www.liquidgreenproducts.com/reseller or call us at 416-460-5645. That's 416-460-5645. Start making a difference and start earning a profit today with the Liquid Green Products Reseller Program, saving the planet with one clean at a time. Welcome back to the Liquid Green Health Show with your hosts Fred and Janet Cox, right here on Reality Radio 101. Send us an email right now. Our email address is liquidgreenhealthshow@gmail.com. And now back to your hosts of the Liquid Green Health Show, Fred and Janet Cox.
Yes, and we are back again. We are the Coxes, and thanks once again for joining us, folks. As I said earlier, the reason we are doing a second part of this, toxic chemical thing, is simply because we've gotten a lot of email from our listeners and, congratulatory email. And so we've decided once again that we should cover it. And maybe as time goes on, we will be covering more.
I'm thinking for the rest of the month, we could do it. We have a repeat, we could have a three-peat.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much information out there about toxins. I mean, in so many different areas, correct? Yeah. All right.
And this serves as an important reminder that while poison exposures and accidents do occur, they can also be prevented with education and awareness. And that's what it's all about, to educate folks. We are not doctors. We are not scientists. We are just, purveyors of information that we have garnered over a period of time. And so we're passing it on to you. So the question is, are household chemicals dangerous? And it's a pretty good question.
So if somebody were to ask you that, what do you say?
Definitely they are.
Not all, but some. And you, of course, have to do the homework.
Yeah.
You have to do the research.
Yes. Yeah.
You have to get educated.
Yes.
Right.
And accidents with chemical household products are they are prevalent, right? Yes. And not just in North America, worldwide. And a lot of these accidents often involve very young children. Yes. Right? And so that is why we've decided to talk about this condition, this situation today, because there are many toxic chemicals in household products that can harm your health and the environment. Some of the most dangerous ones are air fresheners, ammonia, bleach, drain cleaners, paint thinners, liquid laundry detergent packets. And I just saw an ad, I think it was yesterday, I was driving on the highway, and they have this big billboard, electronic billboard with, I think it was Tide, that advertising bigger and cleaner. It's the package, those little packets.
That look like candy?
Yes.
Red
Bigger and cleaner.
And it's in a candy container.
Right.
Right?
Right. And so laundry detergent packets, flame retardants, plasticizers, cleaners, cosmetics, pesticides, and combustion gases.
Yes,
Those are the dangerous chemicals that a lot of people have in their homes. And some of these chemicals can cause poisoning, burns, fires, even explosions, if not handled safely. And so we're going to be focusing today, not on all of them, but on one specific line of poison that you have to be careful. We cannot completely avoid it because it is in every single thing that we use today.
And that subject, folks, is, I'm going to spell it first, and then we're going to pronounce it. Now, you know the way we say, I say tomato, you say tomato? Frederick and I are going through this because it's PHTHALATES. So if you look at it, it sounds like if you're in the old English way, the PH says F, it sounds like phthalates. But then if you go online and check, I think they say phthalates.
Yes.
So
the
you
pH
say
is,
phthalates, I say phthalates. I don't know which is right, but
first two letters PH is silent, says phthalates.
What we do agree on is
it's a poison. It's dangerous.
Yes.
It's dangerous. So the world produces over 11 tons of phthalates every minute, folks.
Yes.
Every minute, 11 tons of phthalates is being produced.
And that works out to about what? About a kilo for every single person on the planet yearly.
Yeah, approximately. That
is an astonishing amount of phthalates. That's phthalates.
And studies have found that only 38% of interested consumers knew that phthalates are harmful substances in everyday items. And today we had some conversation with some people and we were talking about phthalates, and some people didn't realize that, how dangerous it was.
Yeah. And you know why? I think most people trust the things we use. We trust the food we eat. We shouldn't, but a lot of people do.
Yeah.
And therefore, without doing the
research,
do the in-depth research, you don't realize, that, some things are questionable, some things are not right, but you don't understand the degree. You don't know the degree, and it's not listed anywhere. It's not posted anywhere, except, of course, now on the University of YouTube. Everything is there. Yeah. You just needed to take the time.
But again, people are not taking the time to investigate. Okay. And, that's why we have this show today.
So the phthalates, this is a group of chemicals, and it's used mostly in plastics. And it's used in the polythene plastics to soften, right? To make it more flexible. That's what used to make plastic stronger.
Yeah.
So they're also used in solvents and in so many other household products.
Yeah.
And some of these include,
cosmetics, right?
Crazy, nail polish. Right? Shampoo.
Your shampoo, your nail polish, your lipstick, you name it, it's there, right? Non-prescription drugs.
Yes, and on the coating of some of the drugs we take, some of the medication, when it's coated, sometimes it's coated with ingredients containing phthalates, right?
Natural health products,
right?
It's in there as well. So, folks, not because this says the product is natural, it means it is 100% pure. So again, you got to be very, very careful. It's used in construction and renovation products, such as building materials, right? In the bricks that they use to build the homes, in the wood that they use, the chemical that they use to treat the wood with, it's in there. Lubricants and greases, paints and coatings, adhesives and sealants, fabrics and textiles.
For example, take the shower curtain.
Was just about to mention that.
That nice new smell you get from the shower curtain.
Yeah.
When you actually open that,
that fragrance that you get, right?
Yeah, it's
nice smelling.
When you shake it, it dissolves. It's in the air and it mixes with the dust.
Yes.
And that's how you inhale it.
Yes.
Correct. Okay.
So it's one of the main ingredients. Now, before I go any further, Europe has banned phthalates
in toys.
in toys.
Yes.
And it took the US a year, almost a whole year, probably more.
I would say North America, because Canada usually does what North America does.
Canada just recently did it.
Yeah.
But the only in toys. Phthalates in toys is banned in both United States and Canada.
Yeah. Because they were concerned if you took a basketball and you're bouncing it around.
Yes.
It's the phthalates are given off in the air.
Yes.
And how much of that is toxic, right?
Precisely.
The same with the little balls, everything. What do babies do? Plastic toys
straight to the mouth.
Their mouths, right?
Straight
and then it's ingested.
Right.
Okay.
And so, but there's a specific ingredient in the phthalates that is extremely dangerous, and it's DEPH.
Correct.
Right, which is an
That's
abbreviation.
right?
Yeah, which is an abbreviation for. And folks, I'm don't knock me if I don't pronounce these words right. Right, I'm not a scientific person. Right, it's
but you can
di-2-exylexyl. I think that's how it's pronounced. Right, it's a phthalate. Right, and it's a manufactured chemical that is commonly added to plastics to make them flexible. So your raincoat and some, at Ontario Place, where they have these little plastic balls that the kids are playing in.
Yeah.
Right, that was a concern because
McDonald's,
all
the playgrounds
toxins
have those.
in them. Kids going through these plastic lined tunnels and stuff. It's a concern. Right. And so that particular ingredient is a very, very toxic compound. And when it gets into water, it doesn't dissolve. It sinks to the bottom. Right. And it's there. And it takes very, very long to what's the word I'm looking for? To degrade. Right. It takes very, very long to do that. And so it is definitely a serious health concern.
And that's why you get so many incidences. We'll talk about that later with asthma, allergies, etc. And people don't understand why.
Right.
I didn't eat this. I didn't, I didn't drink this.
I don't smoke. I don't do this. And yet I'm being diagnosed with cancer and all kinds of, conditions. It's also in electrical items and electronics. You knew in your TV, in your computers, in your stereos, in the wire. It's there. It's some
dentures.
Yeah.
If you're
even in your dentures, if you're wearing dentures, right? So it is something that it is very, very difficult. It is in thousands, I would say millions of consumer products that we're not aware of, right? And what has happened, however, is once consumers become aware, they dilute the amount. But it's still a poison. It is still there, right? And one of the things that I found out with Canada is that
just recently,
Canada, even though they're taking steps to, mitigate some of the damage that these products can do, the government of Canada they have an attitude where they are not taking the same approach as the European Union. In Canada, the approach to evaluating a chemical is that it is safe until it is proven to be unsafe, which means that a lot of people have to get sick, some has to die, and then they're going to investigate as to why the person died, and then come up with an answer that may not be honest. It might not be satisfactory, but
both the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, and the FDA, they both say that why they're not pushing with the bans as much as Europe is because they say the evidence is not conclusive.
But what evidence if somebody dies from people getting sick?
It will cause some disruption of the hormones. They know all the health effects. But I guess, I don't know, is it lobbying? Is it they're fearful of the backlash they'll get from industry, why they're so afraid to say this is not good, it's in our products and it's bad for us.
No, it's consumer collateral damage. That's what it is. A certain amount of collateral damage is okay, right? Now,
but at least we don't live in China, which is the biggest user of plastic. And it's actually, in terms of results, it's the deadliest. The four main things that affect us because of the overuse of phthalates is actually in China, right?
Right. Now, here are some other things that you will probably find phthalates in, things like printing inks, automotive products like the dashboard, you know, and also the carpets and the paneling, that nice smell that you get, right?
The new car smell.
The new car smell. They are in pest control products. Some food packaging materials are in that. The plastic that the meat is packed in. It's in there. And you may also be exposed to phthalates from indoor dust. This is what I wasn't aware of, because when dust accumulates on the chandelier, right,
or on the plastic lamp,
right, or even on the drapes, the plastic drapes, if you have that, dust accumulates in it. Phthalates get into the dust, and when you shake it or the dust falls off, you inhale it, and you know, that's one way. It's also found in water.
Story. You gotta clean and you gotta dust.
You gotta clean and dust, folks.
You gotta dust, Frederick. You gotta learn to dust more regularly. Okay.
No comments. No comments. No comments.
I know, right?
No comments. It's also in your water and in your food, folks. We're not trying to scare you with all of these things. The possibilities that phthalates could be found. It's not a scare tactic. It's just reality. This is where it is. And when you become aware, you behave differently, right? Your knowledge is power. And once you know, you're going to make certain arrangements not to be that's effective.
Right. And we were talking about the ban, like the stance the government is taking. Now, have you been to the supermarket lately? Any of the supermarkets? Right now, you can't get a plastic bag in any supermarket in Canada. Right? You either have to bring your own, and then they sell these bags for, I think, 30, 35 cents. Some places more, some places less. But now you can't get a plastic bag, not even the ones you used to take home that we thought were recyclable, that you could actually use in your garbage container, which a lot of people used to do. Those are all gone.
They're gone.
So there is the ban, and there was things like the restaurants.
You mean the single-use plastics?
Plastics, and we're talking about what? Straws,
knives, and forks.
The plastic containers that you actually pack the takeout food in. Right. All of those are banned. And what the government is saying is that for it to be recyclable, it has to, for not to be single use, it should be able to go through a dishwasher for at least 10 times.
What?
Yes. And that way it's proof that this is not single use. You can reuse. It's reusable and therefore then recyclable. But that's causing a lot of problems in the industry.
It will.
Because now the ones that they reverted to, but this came out some time ago, where we saw the use of the plastic, the forks, the recycled forks, the plastic straws, right? The paper straws that after one drink, they're dissolving anyway. So now they're gone, but those are truly recyclable.
Right.
But they're not single use. They're more than, you can't use them over and over. They're not multiple use.
They're not multiple use.
So some of the manufacturers are going nuts in terms of how do we really do this to satisfy the government, satisfy the public, and still maintain their bottom line.
I don't know. It's a lot of retooling. I know the government has given some manufacturers until I think the end of 2024 to discontinue certain lines because of retooling and stuff like that. So
it's expensive.
It's going to be, the costs are going to go up. It's going to be passed on to the consumer.
My son's going to pay more for takeout.
But that is simply because the consumer is becoming more and more educated. And with that, it's driving manufacturers nuts, is driving more pressure on governments to do something about the overuse of plastics and the BBPA that are in plastic and the phthalates that are in plastic. Look, it's been injuring us for years. It's been causing multiple illnesses. So it's about time that the consumer say enough is enough. But manufacturers have got to be honest and have got to take better care in producing products that will not cause us harm. And this government attitude that it is safe until it is proven to be unsafe is nonsense.
It's like not putting up a traffic light in a intersection until so many people die.
Yeah.
And then they do it,
Right?
right?
It's a safe until proven unsafe. That is why manufacturers are getting away with using chemicals that are very unsafe, even though they may water it down a bit. But a little bit of poison is still poison. It's just how often you're going to be using it.
That's right.
And that's what it comes down to, right? And so you want to say something else? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
So let's look at some of the dangers from a health perspective, right? What phthalates does. Now, we know that it's, they leave traces just about everywhere, even in places where you would not expect it, like, as I mentioned, on the lampshades, in dust, right? In
There's
curtains and stuff. It's there. It's being emitted constantly as the plastics break down. They emit this.
But here's the interesting thing: if you were to deep dive 1,000 meters into the sea, they have found traces of phthalates. I always want to say phthalates. Traces of phthalates in deep sea jellyfish. And we're talking about fish that live 1,000 meters below the surface in the water in the North Atlantic Ocean.
Wow.
Plus we see all the plastic in the sea, in the ocean, in the seas and the oceans and the lakes. It's just tons and tons and tons. It's explosive. And it's such a problem.
It is a huge problem. I don't know how they're going to clean it up. It's a huge swath of the ocean that is just like an island, a plastic island that is floating, and a lot of the aquatic life is being affected because they're ingesting it. I was listening to the radio the other day, and they were talking about these seagulls that will eat the plastic, thinking it's food.
They'll choke.
They'll choke, and then when they do, they open them up and they check the intestines. It's full of plastic.
As a matter of fact, there's a study on human exposure, and sorry folks, sorry to tell you this, but 100% of people tested, 100% had phthalates in their bodies.
Wow.
Right.
That's okay. With that, I think we should go to some email because we have quite a few email that came in. I'm going to give you the honors, or you want me to start with it? Let me start with this one. Dave says, hi, Coxes. A lot of what we clean with in our homes or cars or yards are in fact toxic, not only to us as humans, but to the environment as well. And he's suggesting that you use liquid green. And I totally agree with you 100%, because none of our liquid green products have anything that is considered to be toxic or, carcinogenic to the human.
Yes.
Okay.
And Katie says, hi, Coxes. And this is one we've had before. She says, can we leave comments on your YouTube videos? So here we are asking you to go to YouTube, and we have had that fixed a few times. I don't know why it reverts, but yes, the answer is yes, because she says a lot of folks on YouTube do not have that option available, but yes, we do. And we have it available because we know we're going to get some excellent positive comments from you. So Mike, we want to make sure that that is working, so folks can actually leave a comment. And I know you did last time you did check, right?
Yeah. Here's Eric.
I'll double check right now.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Mike. What makes substance toxic? Now that's a political joke, but according to Eric says it's the liberals, right? So we'll go with that for now. All right. Cindy says, hello, Liquid Green Show. I just tuned in. Your products are safe for babies. No.
Yes.
Is that a question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your products are safe for babies and pets, correct?
1,000%. Actually, we specialize in products for pets. And we, in the beginning, we used to advertise that our products is safe enough for a baby's bottom, but it's also powerful enough to clean a truck's engine.
Yes.
Right. And that's the honestly about liquid green products.
Yes.
So thanks for that question.
Thanks for that question. Here's another one from Sue. And Sue says, hey to LG, poison in our homes, too much of it.
Yeah.
And I agree. It's funny. We live in an enclosed envelope that we call home. And in that envelope, there are many, many toxic substances that are being emitted every day. So yes, we have to be careful with that.
One from Ray about expiry date.
Ray says, Coxes, do your products have an expiration date? A lot of cleaners that we buy in our store have a best if used by date or an expiration date. Thank you. I would say it's not printed on the bottle, but if you have it after 2 years, it's still good, because we've had products, in the warehouse 2 years in a row, and we still use it.
Products like food, you have to put an expiration date.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing to do, but the honest truth is, because of the consistency of what's in there, it doesn't go back.
It's not going to break.
It's like moringa oil that doesn't go rancid. Liquid wheat green will not go rancid, and it will not use it. It doesn't really lose its efficacy.
No, it's not going to use its efficacy.
So thank you for that.
And that's the most important thing. Here's one from Irene, and said, can you use liquid green products more than once? She meant once a week. Thank you. Yes, you should.
You should be using liquid green every day. You keep one in the bathroom and you use it. You get rid of everything else. You don't need the Mr. this, the pine this, the bleach this. You only need liquid green in your home.
That's the only product
you should be using. So many customers, honestly, that's all they use for kitchen, bathroom, floors, baby bottoms.
That's all. That's all. Right. There's one from Mike, and Mike says, hello, Coxes. The way plastics are made are very harmful, but they give us paper straws with plastic covers for them, plastic lids, plastic caps for soft drinks and drive-throughs. So who is kidding who? Too much government and being hypocritical.
That is a fantastic comment. Because right now, even the boxes, like the little juice boxes, that's hand size for the little kids. They're having problems with these straws. So they've extended the time. So it's banned. But those companies that are going to have to, as Frederick said earlier, to retool, they have been given more time so that they can change some of the stuff they do. But you're right. They can't really, I don't know what the actual answer is.
I really don't know. All we have to do is to try as much as possible as individuals to mitigate our exposures. You cannot 100% eliminate toxins because it's all around us. We live in a highly sophisticated and industrialized world, and as a result, it's going to be there. So we have to be cognitive of the fact that these things are out there, but we need to do whatever we can to the best of our ability to mitigate the exposure. And I'm going to let you read that, and then right after that,
we'll go back to the show.
Tom
says he sends a picture and it looks as if he had his hand stuck in an electric socket, because he said, this is me after using the over-counter cleaners. I believe you, Tom.
Yeah, Tom, if you use liquid green products, that certainly will not happen to you. Definitely will not happen to you. Now, you know what I'm going to do? We still have a lot to talk about.
Yes.
And before I go into some of the health issues with phthalates, I think we should once again go to commercial and then come back. Folks, you're listening to the Liquid Green Health Show on Reality Radio 101. We are the Coxes, and certainly is a pleasure to bring this information to you. So let's go to commercial, and we'll be back right after this.
Join the eco-revolution with the Liquid Green Products Reseller Program. Are you passionate about sustainability? Ready to make an impact while earning extra cash? Then look no further. Get on board with Liquid Green Products and become a part of our reseller program. Why us? We're not just another eco-friendly company. We are a movement for a greener future. Join our reseller program and be an advocate for sustainable living and enjoy the benefits of a profitable business venture. What makes us special? Our eco-friendly products are top-notch, made with plant-based ingredients, They're safe for your customers and the planet. From household to industrial use, we've got the perfect eco solution for everyone. As a Liquid Green Products reseller, you'll make great profits and gain access to our marketing goodies, including product catalogs, promotions, and digital assets. We'll train you on our products so you can impress customers with the benefits. We're all about strong partnerships, so we're here to support your success. Together, we'll create a sustainable future, reduce footprints, and inspire eco-conscious choices that make a difference. To learn more and to sign up for this amazing income potential, please visit our website at www.liquidgreenproducts.com/reseller or call us at 416-460-5645. That's 416-460-5645. Start making a difference and start earning a profit today with the Liquid Green Products Reseller Program, saving the planet with one clean at a time. Welcome back to the Liquid Green Health Show with your hosts, Fred and Janet Cox, right here on Reality Radio 101. Send us an email, liquidgreenhealthshow@gmail.com. And now, right back to the king and queen of green, Fred and Janet Cox.
I love that. I love that. Whoa, such creativity. Well, folks, we're back. We are the Coxes, and today we're talking about phthalates and,
Phthalates.
Or phthalates, if you want to call it that, right? But, and we're trying as much as possible to give you information that we have garnered, excuse me, from our research about the toxic effects and the toxic exposure to these
hormone disruption.
To this
big
product,
one,
right?
Big one. So do you want to explain?
This product phthalates is really, 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 really dangerous because it interferes with the production of testosterone, right?
As one of the
and that's just one of the things. Testosterone is an essential hormone, especially for male development. And people exposed to high levels of phthalates have been found to have reduced levels of testosterone compared to people with lower exposure.
Even they say even baby boys.
Yes.
Right? Baby boys whose mothers have been exposed to phthalates in the breast milk, they have below average levels of testosterone as youngsters, and that just becomes a problem as they get
older. And that's I think that's one of the main reasons. And I can only talk about North America. A lot of young male have low testosterone counts,
and that's why we have such an abundance of fertility clinics.
Precisely.
Right. And sometimes men don't like to admit, but they blame the women.
Yeah.
But when they do the test, the low sperm count or the weak sperm.
The weak sperm.
Right.
And it's not their fault.
It's not their fault.
This is something that has been happening to them from birth.
From little kids. And they don't know how to correct it. Like, how do you really correct low? Well, you can do it through nutrition.
That's another show. But this is the seriousness of being exposed to this product, even in the womb, folks.
Yeah.
Even in the womb.
So the semen quality is compromised.
It's compromised. So very, very, we need to pay attention to this information because it is very important.
And the other thing they say, it's not just the quality of the sperm, it's not just the low testosterone, but it's also the malformation
of the sperm
in newborn boys, of the testicles, the genitals. Right? They're finding studies, more incidences of that.
The malformation of the testicles and I heard one guy said smaller penises and stuff like that in young boys. So this
folks.
this is a very, very serious topic that, maybe we're making too much fun of it, but it's a very serious topic, right? And in addition to interfering with the production of testosterone, some phthalates also block the effects of testosterone.
Yeah.
Right. So,
and it also affects the reproductive system. For example, we talk about miscarriage, like, well, we haven't mentioned it before, but it has been linked to reduced fertility. Okay. We mentioned the abnormal sperm count and the testicular damage, as well as increased risk of miscarriage and birth defects. Okay. So we're not kidding around here when we say this is something. It's
very, very serious, very serious. And again, it comes back to awareness. When you don't know, you go on blissfully thinking that everything is fine. But the minute, if you find out, when you know, you make necessary adjustments to your life.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. What about for women, for girls?
But we talk about miscarriage, didn't we?
Yeah. Okay. And for breast cancer as well, right? Breast cancer, and also it's linked to cancer in general, right? But the research has identified there's a potential link between phthalates and certain types of cancer, including breast cancer, and as we mentioned before, testicular cancer. Yes. But not prostate cancer.
No.
Testicle, prostate cancer.
Well, right? Yeah. Okay. But it didn't specifically say prostate, but that area it would be affected.
But there are alternatives. They're beginning to explore alternatives.
But that's questionable. They talk about things like soybean oil, for example, is one of the things that can be used to, instead of the phthalates. Yeah.
Or vegetable oil.
But then the question is, if they're going to be using vegetable, we know how vegetable oil is being produced.
We did a whole show on vegetable oils, the safflower oil, the sunflower oil, the oil from the seeds. And we know how much chemicals are in those, and we shouldn't be eating those. Yeah. So if they want to use this like as an alternative, I don't know if that's going to really be a great alternative.
I don't know. But what else is there to be? And I think that's the conundrum that the manufacturers are facing right now. Okay, if we're going to make all these adjustments, what do you want us to use and still stay profitable? Because it comes down, the bottom line comes down to money.
The bottom line.
Right? It comes down to the bottom line, right? How much is it going to cost me now to produce these products so that I can still make a profit? My shareholders can still get some money at the end of the quarter. So that's what it comes down to. It's not that they can't do it, folks. It's not that it cannot be done. The technology, the knowledge, and everything is there. But are they willing? Is there a willingness for companies to say, okay, we're going to be honest with the consumer, and this is what we're going to be doing, right? Is there a willingness? I don't know. It's just left to be seen.
What we realize is that even though they are exploring alternatives, what is happening globally is that plasticizers, or that's what we call the endocrine disruptors. Right. This industry is expected to grow
by several billion dollars, right? 5.5%
annually,
or 24 billion by the end of next year. Right. $24 billion industry. So that answers my question. Are they prepared to make the changes and lose some of that money?
No, because that's about what it equates to, about 12 million tons that will be produced of plastics that will be produced using phthalates. Now we have to say something. Liquid green products, we do put our products in plastic.
Yes.
Again, because it's very difficult to put cleaning supplies in glass.
Yes.
Right. So, but the plastic, what's the difference with the plastic that we use?
You have different grades.
Yes.
Yeah, you have different grades of plastics, right? You have type 1, 2, 4, and 5. Yeah. 1 and 2 is food grade. right? That's the white plastic bottles you will see out there.
And recyclable.
And they are recyclable, as well as the buckets, right? The white plastic
Right.
buckets. Those are food grade plastic containers, and they have enough resistance for dishwasher and
Yes.
stuff like that. So they don't break down with heat. So they're not going to be emitting. They have no BPA or any phthalates in them. And then you have type 5, right? Which I wouldn't touch if you want to put food in and stuff
not
like
food grade.
that. Not for food grade.
Okay.
So the ones that we use, we don't use type 1. Well, we do have some type 1, which is the PET, right? Which looks like glass. That is food grade.
Right.
And we use type 2.
Right.
Right,
Because that's
which is
similar to
natural
what they
otherwise.
put juice in.
Yes,
Juice bottles.
right, similar.
Right.
So those are safe. The water bottle type, there's some of them may have BPA in them, but not all of them, right? So those are the ones that we use.
Mary, I just had another email. Mary says, fantastic show today, Cox. Is great information for the consumer. Thank you very much. And we do appreciate these emails. Please keep sending them in. We really do. And we do respond to every email that we get. If we don't get a chance to read it on air, we definitely respond to you.
Yeah. Now, the government of Canada is launching consultations on mandatory labeling for chemicals in consumer products. And that is another big controversy that's going on, because a lot of the cleaning products that are out there is not mandatory for them to put on the label what is in the bottle. A lot of them will tell you it's a proprietary this, which is nonsense, right? Proprietary secret. That's because they don't want you to know.
But that's one of the things that is changing. That's what you mentioned.
It's right.
It's going to
the government
change.
is doing consultations now to make that mandatory, and I think it will eventually become mandatory.
And that won't affect us because we already do. We list our ingredients on the bottle.
So
right.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a chance.
Okay.
You want to do that
Sure.
now?
I'm going to read one other email.
Yeah.
It's not about toxicity. Very difficult word for me.
Yeah, it's a tongue twister.
But John wrote, this was the first email that came in actually, and he said, hello Coxes, I just wanted to compliment you on your promotional emails. They are so beautifully done and very easy to navigate and click on all the posted links. Whoever is maintaining that for you, hats off. It is one of the best formats that I have ever seen out there. Until today, John, thank you for that. And we send these emails out as to inform you as to what's coming up during the week, what's coming up on Sunday.
We're late sometimes,
but this is all done by moi.
Yes.
And I'm going to give the majority of the credit to Mr. Cox in terms of the design. We had the first part designed for us, but the rest of it, we do that every single week. We find the pictures, we do all the write-up, and we're glad you appreciate it.
Yeah.
So we'll keep sending that out. And for the last few minutes, because the show goes so fast, I don't know
where our goes.
1 hour on Sunday afternoon has 20 minutes.
Yeah, and that's true. 1 hour has 22 minutes, right?
That's a show. That was a show, right?
CBC, I think it's on.
Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about our resellers program. And you know what? I'm getting so excited about it because I'm actually sorry for people I meet, because every time I go to a function, every time I go, like today we were at a meeting where we were learning about a new coin that's coming on the market. Sounds really fantastic. And you know what? The crowd was, we had about 40 people.
Yeah.
Have wonderful breakfast, a wonderful Jamaican style, Caribbean style breakfast. And I just take every single opportunity to tell people about our resellers program because I believe in it. We have been marketing liquid green and producing liquid green products for about 8 years.
Yes.
Plus.
And we need more people to know about it.
Frederick has always said, you know what? Liquid green should be a household name.
Yep.
But yet, most people have never heard of liquid green, and we want to make a difference. We want to change that. So we're taking every opportunity, and it's very simple. What we're really asking people, we're going to be thrilled to have you on board, because what we're asking is that you simply buy the first bottle. If you've never used it, buy the first case of liquid green. We can customize it for you. It's 4 by 4 liters, multi-purpose cleaner, and we can also add 1 or 2 of the fruit and veggie wash.
Yeah.
So you'll have both products. And then what you will do is introduce that to your friends, your family, your coworkers. Give one to your mom, give one to your sister, okay, or sell them. And we also will be doing, right now, you heard about the refugee crisis. There is so much money that's needed to do different things. Organizations, churches, the teams, anybody, the sports teams. If you're looking for something, a way to make extra funds, we have a fundraising program, and it's not chocolates, as I always say, but we give very generous commissions. Yeah. We've also added a whole list of incentives. Okay, so the biggest, every case that you put cling cling, you will actually earn a chance to win a trip for 2 to exotic, beautiful Jamaica. You always say, why beautiful Jamaica? Because it is. And you will be expenses paid, flight and hotel. And when I tell you, we have chosen a hotel that you're going to love. Personalized
simply
service,
gorgeous.
right? Villa, I should say a villa. We're going to give coupons. If you go to the supermarket, I'm sure you're going to appreciate some supermarket coupons of your choice that you can use, or whether it's to put gas in the car. Today, gas was what? $1.64.
1 2/3. 1 2/3 of a dollar.
Right.
Right.
So
166 cents, folks.
Lots of discounts. We're going to give free Liquid Green products as well as cash prizes. What do you have to do? You simply have to go to our website. I'll let you say that.
Yeah, simply go to our website, liquidgreenproducts.com/reseller. And all the information that Janet was trying to tell you, has told you about, that and more is on the website.
Yes, right? There'll be a link, a button that says join now. Yeah. Simple, simple, simple. Just fill that out. We will get the email and we'll be in touch. We'll send you the information that you need about the product so you can share it. Yeah. You will get your first discounts, because on the very first case,
huge discounts.
You're getting the discount.
Huge discounts, right? Huge profits to be made. This is something that, you would not regret trying, simply because.
And your friends, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, simply because you're getting a product that does exactly what it says it does. It doesn't leave a toxic footprint. And,
So you're helping the planet.
Yeah.
You're helping some people. And you're helping your family.
And you're helping yourself.
And your pets.
And your pets.
Don't forget the pets, right? So don't let us limit you, folks. Just join the program. Give us a call. The number, if you prefer, if you're a phone call person, just dial 416-460-5645. And of course, you can even email us. You already have the Liquid Green Health Show at Gmail. You can email that. And everything, as we say, is online. And we want your feedback. We want your comments. If you are, I know we have a lot of people out there right now who've already used Liquid Green. We love to get the testimonials. And with that, I think I have to stop talking.
Yeah, and then listen, we've made it very easy. No obligation. You don't have to carry any inventory. Feel free to make your. Somebody's calling me on the phone there right now, and I'm going to let them wait. Feel free to make your purchase at your own pace. You earn commission in every confirmed order. All orders are cases of 4x4. And listen, this is a wonderful product to share with everyone in your family, your friends, your neighbors, even your dogs.
And shipping, we make shipping easy.
Yeah.
We will customize the shipping. All right.
Yeah.
So nothing to worry about. Just get on board, join us, and we make money. You make money. You help the planet. And we also like to think we're doing the same.
Right. So once again, folks, go to liquidgreenproducts.com, liquidgreenproducts.com/reseller. All the information is there. We welcome your suggestions or your feedback that you may have that will help to improve this program. So once again, we want to thank you for that. And with that, the hour has moved on so quickly. And we want to thank you for being part of the show. You have an email? Quickly.
To squeeze it in.
Yeah.
Cox's, this is from Pam. Cox's, I agree. Your promo stuff is so cool. And I guess that's why we don't have too many unsubscribes. That's wonderful. If you have a friend who wants to listen, just send them the contact, okay?
Yeah.
She says it's done very well. Keep it up. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much for
And
that,
thank you
Pam.
to all our listeners.
Thanks to all of our listeners for being patient with us, and I hope that, we have sown a seed so that you will be more cognizant of some of the dangers that you are exposed to, and you will take steps to mitigate the exposure.
And thank you to both our producers, Mike and Gary. We can't do this.
We always tend to forget them, right? So thank you very much. With that, folks, this show has come to an end. And we always say good health is central to human happiness and well-being. It contributes significantly to prosperity and wealth and even economic progress. As healthy individuals, we can be more productive and may even live a little bit longer. So until next Sunday, same time, same station, this is Janet and Fred Cox saying, let's stay healthy on Reality Radio 101. Have a good week. See you next week.
Thank you for listening to the Liquid Green Health Show with your hosts, Fred and Janet Cox, right here on Reality Radio 101.